got all packed up here. Filming myself, coming back into familiar territory. First time in for this year. Going to the, what I call the South Draw, where I killed my buck last year. As I was working my way up here, I come off the hill, hunt this stand with the north wind. So I come off the hillside on the south side. As I was driving up here, I spooked a shooter that was locked down with the doe on top of the hill next to some trees. That was one or two little saddles down east of here, which is good because I know now she's down in the draw and they should work their way west past my stand. So I like my odds tonight. This is basically how I come down into it. Just gonna ease my way in here. These bucks can still come behind me up on this hillside, but for the most part, it's a foolproof entry, exit. Good calling stand, good decoy stand. When we get in here and get set up and in the stand, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about my strategy of using a decoy more back in the pastures instead of maybe on your classic food plot setups with decoys. There's my tree stand right there. So basically I pop up just right here behind my tree stand. Here we go. Gonna get up this tree and get the camera set up. Both easing off on the top of that hillside, working back to the west. So man, what an exciting start to the hunt this evening. No longer did I get set up. I had a 2.5-year-old come in right here underneath me, about 15 yards, and as he was doing that, I saw a doe walking the hillside here, and there's a buck right behind her, and sure enough, it's that same one that I ran into on top of the hill as I was driving in. I knew I had a good chance of running into them if I could get down here and set up in time. I did want to talk about why I brought the decoy in. I love to hunt with decoys. It's easy to film and be able to get a shot off. And two, I like using them in the pastures. I think using them on the food plots. This time of year, the does just get really skittish of them and they don't like them. And I think mainly that is because that decoys where that doe wants to feed. Where here in the pasture, I think it works a little bit better because I'm more in a, just basically I'm in a smaller funnel or a pinch point of this draw. And so I don't think they get jumpy or anything and getting spooked around this decoy, because mainly he's not where they want to be. They're just going to move off around him slowly. So that seems to have worked in the past. I really like using it. That 2.5-year-old came right in. I have no doubt if that buck would have been by himself cruising, he would have came into this decoy. So I'm going to sit back and enjoy the rest of the evening. I have about an hour left of daylight here to make something happen this evening. So far, after that mature buck came back by, I've had a couple of little bucks kind of on that same path he was, about 60 to 70 yards, trailing another doe or two where she'd went through. So they were chasing in the pasture. So still got time yet to get it done. Spotted that same mature buck on top of the hill. He's right there. Yes! What an awesome buck! I don't even know if I have pictures of him. I rattled that buck in. Oh my goodness, he had to be like 300 yards away. Yes! Oh my goodness, he dropped right here. I heard him. I can't believe how he looked when he was coming in. His neck was huge. Unbelievable. Yes! Well, we just got back to where I had shot him and just pulled in, brought the boys and TJ, Matt and Derek and Maddock and Ritter, and my dad's here. So TJ and my dad are actually tracking him right now. Reviewed the film, and man, he was really a little quartering to than I originally thought, but anticipating him to duck a little bit, so he ducked right into it, and I don't think I could have asked for a better shot. I don't know if you could see it on the film, but I saw him fall within 80 yards of the stand. So looks like Dad and TJ are on the track job right now, so we'll catch up to them and see if we can't find him. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Let's go, guys. Come on, man.
I think he's out of blood.
I saw him drop right over here.
Oh, hey.
Hey, there he is, guys. I can see him. Yeah. Come on, Ritter. Come here, buddy.
Look, big buck. You see him? You find him? Good job.
Good job, Ritter Ray. Boy, he crashed in there, didn't he?
I see where he shot.
All right, guys, I'm gonna have to drag him out real quick so we can take a look at him. Oh,
hey,
man.
a feather.
Look at that, guys. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hey.
Oh, 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 man, he is a big buck.
Yeah. I can see where he shot him. He's not out. This is a big buck.
Yeah. All right, well, we just got him pulled out so we could see him a little bit better. And man, this is a deer I don't have any history with. I'd even have to look and see if I have years past maybe, and see, you know, if I can come up with some sort of history for him. But right now I do not. One thing I did anticipate was there at the end, him coming that far away with me rattling, and you know, that's 2 years in a row with me using a decoy, and it just seems to pay off using it here back in these pastures. So couldn't be happier. My brother's on a big buck, and Britt, you want to come over here, buddy?
Or do you want me to get in there?
No, but you know, TJ's tagged out, and my brother's on a big buck, and we got another week left, and then Derek's got a tag too here that he's still trying to fill. So pretty fortunate here in Kansas to already have 2 bucks down. Looking forward to get the other guys one.